Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cassh, man. It's that Cassh and Black podcast, episode 9. 9 weeks consecutively. Who fucking with us? Chip. Shout out to everybody supporting, man. Y'all know the love is there. Yo, look. I remember chasing girlies in school, robbing niggas on the weekends just to get her some shoes. They mistaking my kindness for weakness, and that's cool. The funnier niggas move, then the longer the spoon. I don't give a fuck, I'ma live it up. If I'm here, God put me here, so I'ma big 'em up. On the road to riches, them riches done got us splitting up. My glass half full with these bitches, I need a bigger cup. You could be dying from the Rona and still ain't sick as us. Roll a spliffy up, flow ill, so ill, it woke Big L and Biggie up. Give these bitches a quick fix and let them lick me up so they can run and tell they friends and we ain't even fuck. That's all I'm gonna give y'all this week though, man. Let's get into this episode. Chill. Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Cassh.
Your boy Black, the blackest man in the land.
And it's the Cassh and Black podcast.
Yes, sir. You already know what it is. It's going down, episode 9.
Episode 9.
Yeah, 9 weeks consistently, y'all. You already know we're giving it to the people.
Big facts, man. Big facts.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. How was your weekend, man?
Oh, can't complain. You already know the weather changing.
Yo, I was about to say that. Like, it's looking beautiful in New York right now.
No, it's crazy. It's real crazy out there right now. That type of weather to be out there doing your thing right now. You know what I mean?
Trees blowing in the wind. Sun out.
Yes, sir.
It's looking nice. It's looking nice, man.
No doubt.
Can't front a lot of greenery out there, man.
Yeah. You know,
a lot of allergies.
Father's Day weekend, first day of summer. It's all good. You
know, they don't care about Father's Day, man.
Listen, I'm a father. I already know. You know
they don't care about Father's Day, man.
Not at all. I done told y'all back in the days. You know what I'm saying? That macaroni chain, soap on a rope.
Yeah,
it's crazy, just nothing at all.
Get ready for your macaroni chain, man.
Lucky to get something. Hopefully you get something. Y'all fathers out there, try to, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get as much as the mothers do. But try to get something.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
It's all good though. Wow, man, what you think about this trade that went down, man?
The Kemba shit?
Yeah, the Kemba shit.
Yo, that's crazy, son.
Yeah, that Kemba shit is crazy.
He's gonna be with Gildress Alexander though. I mean, he's not like, the thing is, I like Gildress, but as far as Kemba, like, I don't know, son. He's not.
He ain't the Kemba of old.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. He was way better back in the day.
That's all everybody get. I mean, that's part of the process. You got to, everybody ages. Ain't nobody gonna stay young forever.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? And then the fact that they swapped it, basically got Al Horford went back to Boston. You know what I mean? Because Al Horford was part of that deal. Al Horford went back to Boston.
So, he was on. I'm finished. He was on. He was on OKC.
Nah, I don't know how that worked out. I think he was with the whole. Not the whole.
Nah, he was with Boston.
No. Al Horford was gone. He came back.
Yeah, because I saw that in the trade. I thought I read it as like, I didn't know he went to Boston.
He came back to Boston.
Oh, that's not a bad look for Boston.
But
then.
He hurt too, though. He hurt.
No.
He hurt.
But then they still they freed up cap space, right?
That's what the whole thing was did for the cap.
Because their picks the draft picks they got is 23 and 24, right?
That's all first round.
2020,
picks. Yeah. But this draft pick coming up.
Oh.
Yeah, they got draft picks and they got Al Horford.
They got something in 2023 though. I seen.
Oh, word. Yeah. They the way they said it on ESPN is that there is a possibility that they can get the first top five draft picks. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Which would be crazy because, I don't think that's ever been done. So they're going to have a spot in the first 5 positions by how they traded up. Yeah, and Cash.
That's big.
And they get Al Horford. So, I don't know. Al Horford is hurt. Just like this dude is hurt. Kimba hurt. So it was like a salary dump. They dumped because of that salary.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Kimba was worth a lot of bread this season. I don't exactly know how many numbers what it was, but it was a lot of bread. So that's basically why they dumped him, because he's hurt, number one. And number two, that salary, you know what I'm saying, his salary is crazy. And Al Horford got some bread on his salary, but it's just not as much as Kimba's. Yeah. So that's why they basically dumped the both of them, you know what I'm saying, and swapped them back or whatever. With this dude back with Boston. And Kimba got the shit into the deal going to OKC because...
Yo, not to change the subject, but when you was telling me earlier about that fucking what's his name, the tall nigga from Utah? Gobert.
Yeah.
Yo, when you was telling me that 200 million shit, that's finished.
Yo, he got 200 million.
Nah, that's finished. I don't care how defensively nice you are, bro.
Yeah,
you're not like no superstar to me though.
He's
like,
definitely not a superstar. He's definitely
to be getting that much bread, dog.
But that's I was watching, like I said, I was watching Shaq and I was laughing about that. Like, yo, look at this dude getting 200 mil, and he ain't giving you no buckets. He might get you a couple of blocks and some rebounds, but 200 million for blocks and rebounds? I don't know, bro.
Hey, I don't know. They could go somewhere with that shit.
The league is different. It's changing. I mean, that's a max contract. He ain't going nowhere. Like, they're expecting this dude to get defensive player of the year every year, which he do. You know, he got it again this year. I ain't got nothing against that, but that's a lot of bread defense for a dude that just get rebounds and block shots.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean, you used to get a big ass anybody to do that and give him way less bread, but I guess they had some bread laying around and said, fuck it, give it this dude. I don't know.
Yeah, you could have gave him 100 mil. That would have been a good contract.
I told you earlier, 86.
Yeah, 86 facts. For 4 years or some shit.
They gave him a 6-year, $200 million deal. That's crazy.
That's the baseball number.
And this dude is he's not that guy. Like, I heard that, I'm like, wow, this dude, they had some money laying around, so yo, let's just give it to him.
Facts.
I don't know. I just don't see it, but if he got 200 mil, what they gonna do with Mitchell?
I was just about to say they better get that nigga 300. Fuck that.
That dude get it, yo. That dude.
Yeah, facts. Nah, but it don't matter. I'm being me, bro. Fuck that. I don't care if y'all don't like the way I talk, man. It's whatever, bro.
Just saying,
I'm trying to get it in.
You gonna try to, I ain't gonna go into that.
This podcast is real. We get y'all real shit. This how we speak. We curse. We do everything. That's just what it is.
It is what it is.
Until y'all pay us, until we getting paid, man, I ain't changing myself for nothing.
They paid me to wash my mouth.
Facts. That's a fact.
Yeah,
but shout out to y'all though. I appreciate the.
I appreciate you know what I'm saying, the input. Whatever.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? That's all good. Everybody got their own, you know what it is. It's all good. You know what
That's
I'm
a fact. That's a fact.
There's no such thing as bad criticism.
Facts.
Everybody got their thoughts, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. But I'm going back to what we was talking about.
I was about to say the Sixers.
Now that CP3 shit.
Oh,
yeah, this Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? It's COVID protocol shit. This dude, they said he actually had he got the vaccine, and he still got the virus. I didn't think that was in the.
Yeah, that's why I'm not part of that vaccine.
You ain't get
I'm telling y'all, I ain't part of that vaccine conspiracy.
Yeah.
I mean,
he ain't fucking with it. He ain't messing with it. I mean, I got vaccine, and I've been getting tested on the regular, and I ain't got it. Thank God. You know what I mean? But
I can't.
I just think it's kind of crazy how they said this dude got vaccinated, and he got the virus himself. Like, because at first they said it was just a protocol because he hugged his pops. You know what I'm saying? But now it's basically saying that, no, he got the virus itself. So he's definitely on some, he can't be around his own family and nobody at this time. They said he might miss the first game of the finals.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
So that's crazy.
Like, he's a big part of the Suns squad.
So he is the Suns squad. That was the biggest thing the Suns
It's just he's the main piece to the puzzle. Because, I mean, you got niggas like Booker that could drop buckets, but you need Chris Paul to control the game.
He's the facilitator with that whole shit. And that's
a fact.
And that whole nuclear.
And he was making Aiden look better and shit.
So he made everybody, but he was the MVP of that team, bro. And for him to miss a game,
it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
I mean, he's still waiting. You never know if this round goes 7, which it probably will. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the Jazz battling out tonight. You know what I mean? If the Clippers win it, his night is over. But I think the Jazz gonna. I don't know what you think. I think the Jazz gonna pull it out and take it to a game 7.
No, yeah, they should.
I mean, they got a good enough squad to do it. I mean, you said your boy, but you made that remark about our boy Paul George last week.
Oh yeah, Paul George. I take it all back.
No, you ain't gotta take it back.
I take it back. Last 3 games though, he been doing good. He been dropping in the 30s and shit.
He ain't way OP like you said. No, yeah. He backed the play OP a little bit, but. We'll see what happens.
He gotta win this series to get respect.
They win tonight, it's over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you gotta win this series in order to get that full respect.
I don't see the Jazz battling out like that though. I just don't see Utah going out like that.
Where they at today?
They in LA.
Oh wow, today's Friday too. When y'all seeing this game gonna be over.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. I like the Jazz, but. I don't see them winning tonight, bro.
I feel you.
It's hard. Then again, closing out is hard too, though. Closing out a team is not easy. It's not easy closing out a team.
Ask the Sixers.
They blew a 26-point lead.
Yo, how to
I don't know even
Trey Young.
Yeah.
Trey Young's bolden.
Fuck Trey Young, son.
Yeah, this a Knicks fan right here, so you know he don't care.
He did us dirty, but it's all good. I respect this game. Like I don't like fucking LeBron, but I respect this game. You know, you gotta respect certain dudes' game, man. And Trey, he been balling. He balled. He been bolden.
He been bolden.
He's definitely balling. Yeah,
He's been bolden.
He's definitely been balling. But he's just doing this thing out there. They really ain't got no answer for that cat. I mean, they held him down for the first 2 games and they had Ben Simmons on him. But I don't know what happened the other night because he just destroyed them in the third quarter. And it's unfortunate if they lose. Doc Rivers is out of a job again. And I don't know what he's gonna
Somebody brought up a good question. I was talking to somebody before, and they were like, they wonder if it's Doc Rivers.
I'm not gonna say
because they said he had but he did have the ill Clippers squad back in the day, like, and they didn't do anything.
He just can't get out that second.
And you got to think Boston was a super team, like.
But he was. Was it Boston?
No, I'm saying like he had the Clippers, but he got the ring with Boston, but that was a super team, like.
I guess you could say that.
Rondo, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen.
It's just like it's sad that this dude just for the last couple of years, I mean like 5 years now, he just can't get his team out of the second round. He gets knocked off.
It might be Doc.
Unfortunate. I mean, the other night I think it was because he took the starters out early. And he sat and rebounded. The third quarter he put all the starters on the bench, and then. Like I told you earlier, MB was fatigued because that dude was laying on the sideline. He was like, I'm done. He had nothing left because he's been playing damn near the whole game and he's hurt. You know what I mean? And this dude, like I said, Ben Simmons is not doing nothing. And I don't understand because the penetration was working for him when he was going to the hole doing this thing. He just went away from that and he just concentrated his whole game on stopping Trey Young, which is all good. But you got to try to do something to make your team better. And he's not doing nothing to make Philly better. All the offense is going through Embiid.
Nah, that's a fact.
And that's crazy. You can't win like that.
Yeah, Embiid's dropping 30 plus every night, like doing what he's supposed to be doing, like
every day. Son.
And I don't understand how Ben Simmons is supposed to be an all-star and like look what you doing, dog.
Basically, because of his defense, bro. His defense is crazy, son.
But still, son,
one of them defensive players of the league every year, but I heard he's going to a psychologist and the whole nine about this whole thing with
this free throw shit.
Free throw.
Yeah, they got the hacker Ben now.
And then, that's crazy. Man. Just shooting jump shots in general, like he don't have to step beyond the 3-point line. Maybe that's a problem that he's maybe have also. I don't know, but you can get a mid-range game because DeRozan got a serious mid-range game, and it's working for him. That's a fact. I don't know, and Ben Simmons.
A lot of players step their mid-range game up though.
Yeah,
because it's not that hard.
It's not that hard because you stay in that 18 feet range. You go 12 feet, 18 feet,
and that'll help your free throw because you'll be in the same. You know what I'm saying? The same amount of feet away from the hoop.
It's only 12 feet for the free throw line. So you just about at the top of the key when you do that other. I mean,
that's a fact.
So the mid-range game is not bad, especially if you're getting 14 points in a mid-range game. With a dude like Ben Simmons, you're doing your job. But for him just to be a facilitator, basically bringing up the ball and trying to find people, it's all good for a 6'10" dude. But you got to go play to your strengths. And his strengths is going to the hole and getting his little layups because he really he ain't got no jump shots. So, it's kind of crazy. But, what you said, Paul George, with the Paul George. And what I told you about the Zion shit. Zion family trying to promote, he leaked it to him. He didn't really leak it. He told one of his family members that he wanted out of, New Orleans and shit. And they pretty much leaked it to the press that he wanted to be out. So, I don't know. He said he wanted to come to the Knicks. That'd be a good look. But,
I don't know, bro.
We was talking about that earlier. I think it'll be, I love Randle. I love what Randle brought to the team this year. But he's not no Zion, bro. He's definitely
That's a fact, but it's not like Zion got injured mad times.
I'm not going to say mad times. He had that one nagging injury that fucked him up for a little while.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, to me, I didn't see nothing I know he could dunk and stuff, but I didn't. I watched a few of his games. He ain't bring his team nowhere. Like, Randle basically, the Knicks been trash, and Randle brought them to where they was. They shut him down. They shut him down in the playoffs, but it's only because it was him. If he had somebody else to lean on, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna say it was. You got a whole. We got R.J. Barrett didn't do nothing.
I understand. No, but that's what I'm. But that's what I'm.
That team, that
but R.J. Barrett's not like nobody special, bro.
No, they brought him as a first round pick.
Nah, bro.
So he's special. You first round.
Nah, that don't mean nothing. Kwame Brown was first round.
We ain't gonna touch that. Kwame Brown is a washout.
But I'm just saying, like this Kevin Knox was first round.
Yeah, but Kevin Knox ain't there. What he doing?
But that's what I'm saying.
But you know what I'm saying.
I'm saying is he doesn't have another star on the team that can help him out. Like Randle to me is the only star on the team. Like nobody else is a star.
This season.
But that's what I'm saying. Who else is a star on the team?
Randle just became a star.
Who else is a star on the team?
I mean,
my point is just he's the only.
Is a star on that team.
Nah, Derrick Rose. He did very good this year, but Derrick Rose ain't the same Derrick Rose.
We know, but he been in the league 13 seasons. He's not going to be the same Derrick Rose.
That's not my point. My point is just that he doesn't. Derrick Rose. I feel like Derrick Rose was on the Knicks before when the Knicks didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Randle came on the Knicks, and the Knicks.
No, Nick, he was there.
That's what I'm saying.
He was there with Rose the first time.
Who?
Randle.
What do you mean?
He was there with Randle Rose the first time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, who was most improved? Who took them to the playoffs this year though?
Right, Randle did.
Exactly.
Right, but
exactly.
he's not no Zion. He's definitely not a Zion.
But Zion, me personally,
as talented as Zion.
Me personally, so I feel like Zion's. If you took Randle away, Zion's not gonna make a big difference. They still need a player.
He's gonna make a hell of a difference.
I don't think so, bro.
I know so.
I don't think so.
They gotta just get a point guard. You gotta get.
But regardless, if you got a point guard with Randle, it'll be the same situation, bro.
Nah. He's not gonna put the numbers up that Zion can give you.
I don't know.
Zion is way younger too.
Nah, that's a fact. He's younger.
He's, be around
he's not way younger, but he's younger.
He's way younger.
How old is Randle?
Randle got to be like almost 30. This dude is only fucking 20, 21.
Right quick.
I'm about to look up. You gotta look up. You gotta remember, Randle started with Kobe Bryant.
Nah, that's a fact. Lakers. That was what, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Exactly. So you gotta be.
But that's not way. Like 4 or 5 years younger than somebody isn't way.
You gotta remember, this dude Zion is like 21, 22.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So it's a big difference in NBA years. You know, NBA years is different from regular years. They saying this dude Chris Paul, he old. He only 36. You know what I mean? You ain't 36 yet. You don't know why thinking you old. At 36 in NBA
I'm old. I'm old in the NBA. 30. Well, I'm not old in the NBA, but
not yet. But this dude Chris Paul is considered old at 36.
Nah, it's a fact. But Randle's still in his 20s, so I don't consider that old.
He might be 28, 29.
Yeah. My whole point, though, is that Randle was the only star on the team. Like that. Randle's the reason. If there was no Randle, they wouldn't have got nowhere near where they got.
I'm not taking that away from them because I'm a Knicks fan. I agree 100%. But he's not no superstar like Zion.
Nah, he's not a superstar. I don't think Zion's a superstar. Zion's a star, but he's not a superstar.
Zion is gonna be a superstar before.
Yeah, he's not one now though at all.
And if he comes to the Knicks in that marketplace, trust me, he will be a superstar the first.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, by New Yorkers, but by New Yorkers.
Yeah, by New Yorkers, because the New Yorkers, you know, we are tough people to please. But with Zion here, trust me, I don't mind that swap at all. If they can make that happen, make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, you a Knicks fan. I feel you. You a Knicks fan or whatever, but I'm just saying. I don't think it's gonna make a super. If they don't get it, listen. If they don't get another star, it's not gonna make a super difference.
Superstar. If we get Zion, trust me, we get Zion, and we get rid of Randle. If that happens. All we need is a facilitator guard that can penetrate the paint and kick it back out, so these dudes can get their buckets. That was the problem with Randle. Randle, first of all, he doubted the playoffs. He thought the playoffs was just another game. He didn't really realize, like people were saying, the playoffs is a different animal. He went into the playoffs like, it's just, you know what I mean? Whatever, we beat these dudes 3 times during the season, talking about the Hawks. They beat them in the regular season. All 3 times they faced them, they beat them.
Hawks had a way better team, though.
But they beat them during the regular season.
No, I understand. But you know it's the playoffs. Like, you know how
that's what I just said.
Nah, it's a fact. But once again, if Randle had another player, they would have been good.
The fact that this dude, and I love R.J. Barrett, I don't take nothing.
He's trash to me, bro.
He's not trash.
He's trash to me. He's trash.
He went number 3. He can't be trash.
To me, he's trash. That don't mean nothing. Like I said, Kwame Brown was what? I'm just saying because that's the first person coming to my head. I'm just you basically saying though, just because somebody got drafted in the first round or top 3. What was the nigga from the Cavs that year, Anthony Bennett or some shit. Like, niggas be trash even though they get drafted in high places. Look at Kevin Knox. He was what, 8, 7?
I don't know what he was.
And he was trash. He's trash. He's on the Knicks still, and he's trash. I don't know, bro. He ain't get no burn. Like, you got to be trash if you got no burn on the Knicks.
He got relegated to the bench. That's all, because he didn't develop his game like Randle did.
But still, so you not doing your thing. If you not getting no burn, you trash, bro.
He didn't develop his game.
You trash.
The same thing with all these dudes getting.
You not trash compared to regular niggas at the park, but in the NBA, you trash. If you he not getting no burn, period.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say Knox is trash, but he's not living up to his expectations.
There's a diehard fan, y'all. So
he's
like,
not
just
living
know.
up to his expectations.
Just know.
That's what I'm saying. I like Kevin Knox because he's. I mean, I don't take nothing away from him. I don't consider him trash, but he's just not living up to his expectations like Kwame Brown did. Kwame Brown didn't live up to his expectations, and that's his bottom line. But
Kwame Brown is star on YouTube.
Right now he is.
Kwame Brown is star on YouTube.
He's staying on it every day trying to get, doing.
I feel like too, the thing with Kwame Brown is too, like, I don't know how we just got into him because I brought him up, but like,
you kept bringing him up.
Yeah, because that was the first example. Because you were trying to make an example that just because you got drafted.
No, I'm not saying just because you
that don't drafted, mean. No, I'm saying just because you got drafted in the first round. That's what you said, though.
No,
you just said that before.
That's where he went at. I'm just saying R.J. Barrett is not trash.
I think he's trash, though.
I don't think he's trash.
He's not garbage. Yeah, he's not garbage. I won't say trash, but he's not nobody crazy to me at all.
He had his moments like everybody else doing the NBA.
Yeah, I don't know. He has a lot to prove to me.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of dudes that got a lot to prove. He's just not a facilitator. He's not a point guard. He plays the 2, and he's not consistent at the 2. When they was double teaming Randle, he kicking it out the dude, and his shot was not on point.
Randle needed another star. That's what Randle needed. I mean, that's my point. If he had another star, they would have went perfect. Because all they did was shut Randle down, and then game was over. Because nobody else was showing up. Like, if he had another person to show up, the reason why Trae Young's doing what he's doing right now is because he got other niggas there. Like, he got niggas like Bogdanovich that's hitting the threes. Like, he got niggas like Clint Capella. Clint Capella's not the no. That's not what I'm saying. But Clint Capella's trash. That's not what I'm saying. He's not. He's better than R.J. Barrett.
He don't play the same position.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying I'd rather have a Clint Capella than have a R.J. Barrett on my team.
He's not the same position.
It don't matter. Who would you rather have? Who would you rather have though?
R.J. Barrett.
Nah, you bugging. You bugging. Y'all put in the comments who y'all want, man. Y'all put in the comments not who y'all want, but who y'all rather have on y'all team.
Nah, Clint Capella he's another one of these dudes that you throw the ball up to and get an alley-oop.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's for, and he gets rebounds and shit. But I'd rather have him than R.J. Barrett.
He can't facilitate and take over a game. Barrett can do that.
I ain't see it.
He did it a couple times this season.
But I ain't see it during the playoffs when it count. When it count.
When it count. 1 or 2 great games.
Well, they ain't do nothing.
Yeah, they ain't do nothing because it ain't his focus that they didn't do nothing.
It is. He part of the team,
bro. Randle, I love Randle.
But when you're the star, they're gonna try to down because he's the star of the team.
He took the playoffs for granted, thinking that he said that when they interviewed him, he said the playoffs is nothing but another game, and everybody in the NBA knows the playoffs is not just another game. It's different. It's a different animal. It's a different thing when you play in the playoffs. If he came to terms and with that, and not thinking that it's just gonna be another game. I'm not saying he would have played better. Don't get me wrong. I love Randle, but you don't say shit like that. It's just another game. We beat them 3 times in the regular season. It holds no bearings as he's seen.
I understand
that. They stepped their whole shit up when it came. Nate McMillan's not no bum ass coach. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and he said, "Listen, if we shut this dude down and make somebody else beat us, so be it."
That's my point. But that's what you.
Rose did what he did. But the dude to be Derrick Rose is 36 years old. Went out there and did what he did. 13 seasons and killed. Had a way better season, way better playoff than R.J. Barrett. Way better than everybody else. All the guards combined. And this dude, because he got the experience at the same time, and he just went out there and he played his whole heart out for them. And if they keep anybody on them 1-year contract, the Knicks got a bunch of dudes with 1-year contracts. Derrick Rose got to come back. Got to come back.
All right, but before we get off this, I just don't think personally it make a big difference between getting rid of. We shall see. Because I don't think it'll make a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, it might.
It probably like no lie though. It'll probably make a difference in, like, to me, Zion's a more exciting player than Randle. Like, cause he's gonna give you the the fancy dunks and like, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna like, it's basically like if they got like a Westbrook, like, you know how like he's gonna bring that excitement to the Knicks. Like Randle's more of like a grinder. I feel like he gets the buckets. Yeah, but he's not like a super flashy.
He's not a Zion.
Yeah, but he's not. It's not gonna make a big difference, bro. I'm telling you.
Like I said, only time will tell. We don't even know what's gonna happen, but this is what they threw out there.
But I mean, it caused good conversation though. So
they threw it out there. It's just something. Like I said, on draft night, he was upset that he didn't get, the Knicks didn't get that first pick. And he really wanted to come to the Knicks because him and R.J. Barrett really planned on being together, playing together.
Nah, yeah, that would have been dope. That would have been dope.
Together, and they wanted, it'd be a good look for the Knicks.
Because then they would have got to grow together and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they grew together because they played together at Duke.
No, I'm talking about in the NBA.
No, that was they planned to try to go to the same team.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. They would have got to grow together on the same team.
Is a Knicks fan as well before he even came to the team. I don't know if everybody knew that, but he was a big Knicks fan. Even though the brother from Canada or whatever, he was a big Knicks fan. So for him to come here and live out his dream, and Zion wanted to live out his dream here as well, because he thought the Knicks would get that more balls than New Orleans got, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way. New Orleans got that got more balls than the Knicks, and they got that first pick. And he was very, very disappointed that it went down like that. But like I said,
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see on that. Enough with these Knicks, man. They all out of the playoffs and shit, man. Get them out of here. I
mean, you got these, like I said, you got other shit going down tonight. Jazz, the Killers, the Clippers. You got the Hawks and your Sixers. And
what's going on with Kawhi though? Before we get off this,
Kawhi's not playing tonight.
No, I'm talking about like with the whole knee shit. Like
he's not playing. He's not playing tonight.
No, I'm saying like how is that going? Like they got any expectations when he's coming back?
I don't know because I know he's not playing tonight. Your boy playoff, he got to step up again. I don't know the same way they say. You know what I'm saying? KD, they got to drop 49 again. It didn't happen. So if playoff P don't get 37 again, I don't know. I think it's going 7 games. I think both of these series.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know how the NBA be doing that shit too.
I think both of these games tonight going to go. They're going to force Game 7. If they not only, I ain't gonna say the NBA be doing that, but it's for the ratings. You know what I mean?
No, it's a fact.
Them quick exits don't do nothing for the ratings. And right now, people are going to bars and watching the game. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a fact.
They need that revenue.
And they're making money. Yeah,
they're making money.
Everywhere they bringing that economy back.
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a Father's Day weekend. And being that fathers don't get shit anyway, at least you go to the bar.
At least we get sports.
Yeah, you go to the bar, watch the game. You like, I know you, baby. I know you ain't buy me nothing. I know these kids ain't buy me shit. So I'm going to watch the game with my fellas at the barbershop. Or
they
whatever.
got your necklace, man.
You know what I'm saying? They go out there and watch the game and be happy, because if you sit in the crib waiting for a gift, your ass ain't going to be happy because you ain't getting shit. So you might as well go out there, get you some beers, a bottle, and chill with your boys and watch the game. Because like I said, the game is on this whole weekend, tonight, Saturday, and Sunday. Because I think all these last few games that's going on, I think they're going to force a Game 7.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a force of Game 7.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah,
well, that's a lot of news. Well, we went in on that Knicks topic.
Man,
that
we went in general. Man, it was the Knicks, which is Zion and
that whole Zion and Randle. You know what I'm saying? But it was about him coming to the Knicks, though.
Yeah. Facts. I mean,
but yo, I wanted to also there wasn't that much music out this week. Like I only seen 2 albums that'll probably be interesting. Like Gucci Mane had an album. He got an album out right now called Icy Baby. So
okay, I ain't been a big fan of Gucci.
Yeah, I fuck with Gucci. Gucci a big reason why a lot of these Atlanta rappers are put on.
Oh word.
Yeah,
I thought
the feat.
It was because of what you calling them dudes.
Migos.
No, not Migos. These dudes. Your boy, the baby, not baby. What's your boy? Lil Wayne in there. What it was? What's the name of it? The Cash Money.
Oh, Cash Money. Just know a lot of but they had a lot of rappers not out of Atlanta though.
They not out of Atlanta. I think they was from.
But Atlanta's like the biggest spot for music right now. Like as far as like people coming out, like all these little babies, like all these people are coming from Atlanta.
These crazy names.
But yeah, on Icy Daddy, a couple of the features they got on there is Pooh Shiesty, Lil Uzi, Lil Baby, 2 Chainz, Young Dolph, E40, and Project Pat. So that's a nice amount of features. I want to hear this shit with Uzi. I want to hear this shit with Lil Baby, of course. And I fuck with 2 Chainz and Young Dolph too, so I'll take a look at that song.
Young Dolph, I'm feeling that dude.
Yeah. And also, you know the R&B artist Her?
Nah.
She came out with her as Back of My Mind. Like she got good features on there too. Ty Dolla $ign, Corday, Lil Baby, Chris Brown, YG, DJ Khaled, Bryson Tiller, and Young Blue. So yeah, they got a lot. Also this week I wanted to talk about Migos sold 138,000 the first week for that Culture 3 album.
I listened to that album.
Yeah. They got some shit on there though, especially the shit with Drake. That shit is lit.
Their first 5 songs is alright, but after that it's kind of
Yeah, I like the shit with Polo G too.
I just can't. Yeah, that's in the first 5. It's the first 5 songs. After that, I mean, I was in the truck listening to it, and after the first 5 songs, I was like skimming. I listened to it for a couple of minutes. I ain't really gripping it. It wasn't giving me nothing. I'm skipping tracks. Whereas, when, like I said, my boy J. Cole, I ain't skip a track yet. I listen to this shit from start to finish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I give it up to the Migos. They back. It took them a little while to get their shit together. I guess they were writing their contract or whatever, and label shit or whatever. Now they back out there. It's not a bad album. It's definitely not a bad album. It got 19 tracks on it.
No, that's a fact.
That's a lot of songs.
Lil Durk and Lil Baby's album, The Voice of the Heroes. Their album dropped 70. I mean, they got 74K sales.
Oh,
so 74,000.
Yeah,
that's not bad. Nowadays, you're not selling 1 million and shit like that. Like, so that's still good sales.
Still depends on the artist.
You will have to be a Drake or Beyonce. Anybody else is not doing that. I mean, not in the first week at least. But yeah, so that's it with the little music shit I have. But you was telling you and another one of our people were talking about the Shy, and y'all brought up a topic that I wanted to talk about as far as like if you were to get like raped, this is a little deep, but if you were to get raped, would you keep the baby if you got raped? If you were a girl or not?
Yeah.
That's the only. I don't believe in abortion, but that's the only time that I believe that you should get an abortion, because like how would you look? Like how would you explain that to your kids?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's kind of deep and it's kind of crazy as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, raising a rapist child is kind of crazy because you never know. I mean, like again, what
are you gonna say?
Say to him, and then
like your daddy a rapist?
What? No, mommy, who's my daddy? Period.
Facts.
And you got to tell him how that happened, or you choose not to tell him how it happened. It depends on him or her. I mean, you got to choose. It's a big choice, and it's basically the mother's choice. Because the father's not there, obviously. Hopefully he's dead for doing some dumb shit like that. But at the same time, it's just crazy. And she's giving that in the shot. She's giving it the baby for adoption.
Facts.
Which is respectable. I understand. And I feel that.
Yeah, if you had it already, like that's probably it's still gonna hurt though because it came out of you. Like you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not a big fan of the adoption shit neither, unless it's like really necessary.
I mean, some people that can't have babies do want to raise kids. I respect it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless it's like necessary.
But that's another thing when you adopting somebody's kid, and that kid. He do later on. They got all those ancestries, all this stuff to find out about your background and your history of your parents. And then one of them kids that's adopted, and then say for instance your parents don't tell you what happened to you, your mother don't tell you what happened to you, and then you find out years later that you're the product of somebody that raped your mother.
Yeah,
that's big. Like,
that shit can have
that can have a really real negative impact.
Trauma and shit.
You know what I'm saying? And kids go through enough as it is, and being adopted is big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not with adoption. I don't want to raise nobody else's kid. I love my kids and I raise my stepkids, whatever. But at the same time, adopted kid, you don't know what that kid, especially if they're a certain age. If this is a baby, it's all good because you're raising the baby. But when they get a certain age and they're adopted, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? I went through certain things when I was with certain people, and their parents or whatever had adopted kids.
Niggas be stealing money out your wallet and shit.
Money, they're doing stuff that you would never even think they were doing.
That's a fact.
Some of them be promiscuous.
Be doing certain drugs and shit.
Doing stuff
that's a fact.
And like I said, I had some bad experience with adopted kids. So with that being said, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It depends on the kid. If it's a baby, you raising that child basically. But if they're already up in age, and certain kids at a certain point in their life, they already know whether they're gonna. It's messed up to say this, but I've been working in the school system for like 30 years, and like I said, it's messed up to say what I'm about to say, but I can pretty much tell as a judge of character when the kid come through the door, oh, that motherfucker gonna be a problem. You can see it, you already know it, and it's bad to say that, but you know what I'm saying. But it takes a village to raise kids, and right now, a lot of these kids. the parents don't want them in the house, so they send them to fucking school.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So they want the school to raise them. So if you can't raise your own kids, what the fuck are we supposed to do with them when they come to school?
Big fact.
You know what I mean? So when they come through the door, you already know whether they go, you know what I'm saying, by their whole demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Kid come through the door and they just got that about them that you already give that aura, like, oh, this kid gonna be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And being with a rapist kid, and like I said, and you go back and do your history and find out, well, my mom never told me my dad raped her.
Mm-hmm.
How would that make you feel?
And then they always gonna have like this inner anger and shit,
exactly.
like, and just be doing destructive
that's animosity
shit.
Right there.
Yeah, facts.
Towards your mother and towards everybody else.
That's a fact, because you're gonna feel like, oh, my mom never told me. Then you're not gonna fuck with your dad, like, oh, you raped my mom and shit. Like, you probably might not even know him. Like, period.
More than likely, you don't know him.
I feel like too, if you were a mom and you decided to keep your child, also after a situation like that, you have to move from wherever you were. Like, I'm talking about out of state.
So hopefully you did what you did and the dude went to jail or whatever. He's not out running the street.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But
and then they're going to put his picture.
Unfortunately, they don't report stuff like that. And that goes back to that Me Too thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women get touched on, raped, whatever, and they feel embarrassed and they don't say nothing about it. Whereas at the point when you having somebody's child of a rapist, I think you definitely should say something. Because if you keeping that child and you putting that child as a product of society out there, and he finds out through whatever sources that he was a product of a rape, that's crazy for So I mean, for the average kid to handle, like, damn, especially a little boy. You know what I'm saying? A little girl might handle it a little differently, but a boy, you know what I mean? And then you might be like, yo, and that's a whole act of rebellion right there. Anytime you're getting something hid from you, and you find out through sources, you're not gonna be the same person no more.
No, fact.
That's with rape. That goes with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you was just a product of a certain situation that you didn't know your father was locked up all your life, or who your dad is in general, and then you find out certain shit, you know what I mean? It has an effect on a child. So being raped and not saying nothing, that's big. But like I said, The Chi is a good show. And then, you know what I'm saying, another topic they doing, they jumping into this open relationship thing on there a lot. And I don't know what your opinion is on that. I ain't with no open relationship. I mean, I'm married, and it's a couple in The Chi. I know it's television.
I think we touched on that a little bit last week.
Like I said, I know it's TV, but at the same time, a lot of people are really into that. Like,
I don't want no other. How could I call you mine if some other nigga smashing that? Like,
I mean, some
like that's just how I feel personally.
Some people get bored with their relationship and they feel like,
then don't be in one.
You know.
That's how I feel. Like, just be friends with benefits.
A lot of people, when you married and you get stagnated, your marriage becomes stagnant. I know that because I'm married. I'm not gonna say my marriage gets stagnated because I try to do certain things for my wife and for my, keep our shit going or whatever, keeping it flowing. And it's hard because sometimes it becomes boring after a while. Sometimes it always get boring.
And just being with somebody for a long period
of time or whatever. And then I got the age difference in my marriage. So I know that's coming to play now more than it did back in the days, but at the same time, you just gotta meet somebody that's on the same wavelength as you. And it may sound crazy, but if you're a fucked up person, you gotta meet another fucked up person with you.
That's a fact.
That opposite shit don't say it attract. I don't think so. You gotta have somebody that's pretty much just like you. Not as bad as you, but have the same likes and the same dislikes as you.
Or just the same morals and shit. And they understand.
You marry somebody. They say you got to marry someone a total opposite of you.
Not total. Like, I believe that you should have some differences.
They say opposites attract.
Nah, yeah, that's a fact. But I don't think total opposite. Like,
I don't believe in it either. This is like, what they say in theory.
If somebody's a killer and somebody's a fucking a priest,
that's
like
different now.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that's like opposite. Like, but I don't believe total opposite.
Be like, you're into sports and they not. You ain't got to go.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But then you still have to have some similarities.
You just got to have a common ground. When it comes to marriage, you got to have a common ground.
Because you can't be total opposite. Like,
but
that's not
I don't believe in total opposites either.
It's not gonna work.
Me and my wife are not total opposites. We have certain dislikes and likes, and we make it work.
Like, cause y'all could not like let's say you could like sports, she could not like sports, but then y'all both fuck. No, I'm making a point.
I know.
Let's say if you you could like sports, she could not like sports, but y'all could mesh on fashion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all go out shopping. Y'all like.
I'm not a big fan of saying that opposites attract. Well, this is what they say in theory.
Yeah, I'm just talking in. Yeah, I'm just talking in general though.
I don't believe in either.
In general,
I don't believe in opposites attract. They'll find somebody that's total opposite to you and settle down and marry that person. I don't believe in that either. But I definitely don't believe that when you with, I mean, that scene stepping out, being married or even in a relationship, and you bringing in a third party. I mean,
that's you not my shit if some other nigga is smashing.
Right, and like I said, we talked about, you know what I'm saying, that's like agreeing to being cheated on. Like, who does that? Like, I'm agreed for you to go out here and fuck other dudes, and
then I'm fine.
You're gonna agree to me to fuck other bitches. Like, most
then
men,
why we together? We might as well
be single. But
yeah, we might as well just be friends with benefits.
If you're stuck in a relationship and you stagnated and you're bored, and the person is in the shy situations that he's been cheating on her from day one, and she found out that he was cheating on her again after they got married. So this is where this whole thing erupted from, her going and stepping out in a relationship. Instead of her stepping out, she said, you know what? Well, first it started off with her stepping out, and now she's kind of feeling the dude that she stepped out on, and it's more or less her not even being that where she's having sex with multiple partners, where he is. She just got this one dude that she's stuck on. And I guess they're gonna go with wherever that's gonna go with that particular one in the show. The show's not a bad show. I mean, it is what it is. I like the show.
Hey, I ain't watched no episodes this season yet, but I gotta get on it. But I want to I also wanted to talk about Nipsey got his star on the Hall of Fame.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so shout out to Nipsey Hussle, shout out to Lauren London, the whole Hussle family.
That's what's up.
Another thing, I had another fun question I wanted to ask, just cause like I was talking to this kid yesterday and he was telling me a little story, a little situation he had in the mall where his car got declined. But I was about to ask you, what was your most embarrassing moment while shopping?
I never had no embarrassing moment while shopping.
All right, so I start first. Mine's was I was probably about like maybe 18 or 19, like me and my girl at the time, like we were in Macy's. And it was a long ass line. I think it was like during Christmas season or some shit. And we were online and my turn came, I'm paying for my stuff, and the lady's like, would you like to apply for a Macy's card or whatever? So yeah, so I'm like, damn, why not? I'm always in here or whatever, like let me see what's good. So I'm like, yeah, I do it. So bang, she's filling out all the paperwork and shit. Tell me why this lady, like my shit got declined. This lady mad loud with this shit, dog. Oh, sorry, you got declined. Like, and I'm like, yo, dog, and I turn around, whole line looking at me. Like, I'm like, yo, you a mad hot, dog. Like,
yeah, that's why I don't never apply for stuff.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, son. Like, I felt so embarrassed. So
I can imagine.
I was telling the kid, I'm like, yo, dog, I feel your pain, dog. Cause something like that happened to me. Like, I ain't getting no decline or nothing, but like, I'm like, I know that situation where you just feel embarrassed and shit, like, cause
fortunately, I never got embarrassed in a store situation. But I had my most embarrassing. I think I told you about my most embarrassing moment. I mean, I had my son. My son was born or whatever. No matter of fact, it was my daughter. And my daughter was born or whatever. And like I said, I had my daughter when I was 16, 17. And I'm basically going up to my school because I had to go to school for whatever transcript or whatever. Because I've been missing a couple of days. I'm basically babysitting or whatever. And I had my daughter in this. I had my daughter in the stroller. It's crazy. Could have been a blackout. This could have been a blackout story. But anyway, I'm getting on the train with my daughter, and I'm pushing the stroller on the train. So as I bend down to put the locks on the stroller on the wheels, I had my head between the door of the train, and the train doors closed on my head.
Oh shit, that's some movie shit. That's a funny ass.
So when the doors closed on my head. And I'm like, oh, you know how the train can't move to that object obstructing the doors, unobstructing the door. So I get my head out the door. So now I got black marks on the side of my face with the rubber. And everybody, they like holding it.
Don't them shits open back up though?
Yeah, they open back up. It did open because, like I said, when you obstructing the doors from closing, the train can't move. Yeah. So when they looked out, the conductor. Yeah,
because they head always pop out.
Right, he see my head halfway in the door.
He thought you was doing it. Y'all was looking at each other.
Like you checking for the train too?
Nah, facts. You work here too?
Word. And and everybody's like trying to hold a laugh, but once I got my head back in the door, it's like I want to just get off the train because everybody looking at me like,
nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You just got your head caught in the doors, my guy. I'm like trying to just play it off, play with my daughter, or whatever, not knowing that I had two black marks on the side of my face.
Damn.
But that's my most embarrassing moment. That was embarrassing as hell.
Yeah.
It was crazy, son. But yeah.
I wanted to mention I got two more quick little things I wanted to talk about too. Soulja Boy shot his shot at Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, she posted a pic of her playing tennis in like this bathing suit and shit, had her body all out. And then she was like, what she say? She was like, tennis anyone? That was her caption. Soulja Boy was like, I want to play. That's what he wrote. And then he tweeted later on, he was like, Big Draco, I do what I want. He was like, it's Big Draco, I do what I want.
It's funny how them, that whole celebrity, they ain't got no problem fucking 8 other pieces of chips.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Pass her around, and
but
you know what I'm saying? Ray J made that chick famous.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And it's crazy, but Ray J really put that chick on the map because nobody really was feeling Kim Kardashian, knew who she was.
Yeah, nobody really knew who she was, even though her father was the
he was that lawyer for OJ.
Yeah, he was in the OJ case, but nobody knew. You know how like you don't be knowing.
Nobody knew nothing about that girl like that until that happened with Ray J. And after that, you know what I'm saying? And even Kanye being married to her, he said the same thing. Ray J put that chick on the map.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Ray J got that song. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it. I hit it.
Ray J, he's a wild dude, man. He's just a wild dude. Man, it's crazy, but they don't have no problem with passing chicks around in the industry. So.
That's the thing, man.
I don't know, man. I mean, I guess that's why they saying have an open relationship because if you married in the industry, you basically in an open relationship.
Big fact.
Because once you dump that chick, somebody gonna jump right back on her quick.
That's
they
a fact.
Be single for long in the industry.
And they know Kim got all that bread now too, because she get that divorce from.
About the bread, I'm just thinking about this.
No, but Kanye's.
I hit it. You know
no, that's a fact. But I mean, that's Kim. Like, who didn't? Like, not to be disrespectful, but Nick Cannon hit it. I heard Bow Wow hit it. Like, all these niggas done hit that shit. Like, Kanye's the one who wifed it up, so I guess he rose her status or some shit. Like,
I don't know, son. I mean, I remember that dude we was saying, I couldn't, what's his name? The basketball player.
Chris Humphries.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, she threw out an apology to Chris Humphries.
Really?
I'm dead ass. I just read about that shit too. I forgot exactly what it said, but she was like, she's sorry. I think she was sorry the way she treated him or some shit.
She was fucking Kanye while she was fucking that dude. Like, really?
But another thing, this is gonna be big too, y'all, for all y'all music fans, especially from the 80s. Maybe I'm not as old, so I don't know like exactly when he started, but Warner Brothers announced Marvin Gaye biopic.
Okay.
Produced by Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine.
Oh wow.
So that shit, yeah. So Jimmy Iovine is the owner of what was that? Damn, what the hell is the name of that record label? That Interscope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So him and Dr. Dre produced that shit. So
yeah, I heard that Sanaa Lathan thing. She got a movie. She's producing a movie too as well coming out.
I was just watching her in this Tyler Perry movie.
She produces this movie about I think they said it was the he's a young girl that's getting, she caught up or whatever, and her parents die or whatever, and she got to go out there and fend for herself or whatever. It sounds like it's gonna be interesting when it come out, but it's in the process. She's producing it, she's writing it, you know what I mean. And they said from what I heard, it sounded like it's gonna be pretty good. It was her first production, doing her own thing, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, when people branch out and do other things, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that.
No, that's a fact.
But you know what I'm saying, be more than just one dimensional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this Marvin Gaye shit though, like that's actually big though, like, cause I wanna, like, his story's crazy, especially the way he got shot.
He got killed by his father.
Yeah, so like that's like I wanna see that shit.
And his father never went to jail for it.
Yeah, see, so like I wanna see that, and plus he got some of my favorite songs, like
Marvin Gaye,
Sexual Hell. All his shit is smooth,
age,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? I was from that era, so
yeah.
And if anybody know, back in I think it was 19, it had to be in
it was the 80s, huh?
No, I'm saying in like the All-Star game when he did the national anthem.
Yeah, see, I wasn't around.
Yeah, he put his own thing on that national anthem to this day.
What year did he die?
Oh man, it had to be. I was a teenager when that happened because it happened on he got killed on April Fool's Day.
Dead ass?
Yeah. So it was
wow,
everybody thought it was an April Fool until it came over the radio. Like everybody like, nah, it's not an April Fool. It's real talk.
That's wild.
His pops killed him. He killed him over money, over a life insurance policy. It's always about bread.
That's a fact.
And that's his bread. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
something similar happened to Selena, right? Didn't like one of her workers, her manager, some shit like that.
Story like that.
I think it was like a manager. She used to be a fan or something like that, and then she became part of her team, and she ended up shooting her or some shit.
Okay.
But we about to get into this blackout, y'all. Man.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
You already know what it is, man.
Into y'all. Sometimes on it's on a positive note, and then sometimes I told you I make you laugh. I think I'm gonna just make you laugh this week. I was on some positive things last week, but I got to bring it back to the comedy.
Cheer.
So you already know what it is. I'm going to go on some old, just a wild story that happened to me back in the days, you know what I'm saying? One of my boys, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, he ain't my boy no more, you know what I mean? But, yeah, we went out, had a Howard homecoming, and one of the chicks I used to mess with, she used to go to Howard or whatever, and she had a birthday party at this little club down in the village or whatever. And I took my man with me because he was a dude, you know what I'm saying, I met at the shop or whatever. His birthday was the day after mine. And so, how you meet these people in your life, and y'all just click. And we was one of them dudes that we just clicked instantly because our birthday was a day apart. You know what I'm saying? He had a CTS, I had a CTS, I had a black one, he had a beige one or whatever. And he actually put me on to the CTS at the time because I admired his car so much I wouldn't have bought one, you know what I'm saying, the same vehicle, but I bought it in black. But anyway, with that being said, we went to a shorty party or whatever. Like I said, it was down in the village or whatever. And we walk in or whatever. It's casual affair, whatever. You don't have to be crazy dressed up or whatever. We get inside and whatever, and the bouncer started following my man around because he had his hat on or whatever. So they followed him around and tell him, yo, you got to check your hat because the way that he's rocking it, nobody can see his face or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You got to go, he had like on that Jay-Z shit, really on the brim, really low. So the bouncer's like, yo, bro, you gotta check that hat or whatever. And being that he walked in with that hat on, he was like, well, I gotta check my hat. So they got into it or whatever. So then he went into they had like a little spot with like a unisex bathroom type thing. So as he was trying to get into the bathroom, the bouncer snatched him up. I see what's going on or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? That's my dude. I came with him. So I gotta go over to intervene with what's going on. And as we talking, and it went from, like I said, going from right to left real quick. And him and the bouncer the bouncer hemmed him up. We pop off on the bouncer. Another bouncer come behind me and snuffed the shit out of me. So I fall back, I look back, and I look up. This dude like 6'6", 230, almost 300 pounds. At that time, I was way lighter than I am now. I might have been about $150. And I knew right away I didn't have no wins. So with that being said, we get through off the club or whatever. In the meantime, I had a credit card inside the club running up a tab because, you know what I'm saying, if the night would have went the way it was supposed to go, we both would have got some pussy that night. But unfortunately, this dude went in there and the whole shit went left, whatever. I get my card out, whatever, get my card, go back, I speak to the manager, get my card. And shorty, you know who you are. You ran up a $1,500 tab on me. It's all good. It was paid. Anyway, we leave. We jump in my car because I drove that night or whatever. I'm drunk. He drunk, but he wasn't as drunk as I was. So I let this dude drive me home, doing the right thing. I'm drunk. Fucking take the wheel, get us back to the hood or whatever. So we in the car. We driving down Atlantic Avenue, whatever. We passed. I don't know. Like I said, I was asleep. You know what I'm saying? Also, I wake up to the police. You know what I'm saying? Shining lights in the car, pulled us over, whatever. I wake up like, yo, what the fuck going on? And they shining a light in my face, and then it's that and the third. I'm like, what happened? Like, yo, you about to confiscate this vehicle and lock y'all up for some soliciting prostitution. I'm like, doing what? Like, what the hell just happened? So I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking around, like, I'm looking at this dude, like, and then, like, I'm the blackest man in the land. This nigga had the blackest hole in the land in the car. I turn around, this bitch smiling, and all I see was her teeth. I'm like, nigga, where did this bitch come from? he looking at the dirty deed and everything while I was asleep in my car. So immediately I wanted to jump out and talk to, I'm saying, I'm trying to politic my way out of this. Because my mother ain't teach me nothing. So she took me to taught me to have the gift of gab. And I got the gift of gab. I jump out like, yo, can I have a sergeant on the scene? Because with my job that I do, I'm not going to disclose what I do for a living. But at the same time, I knew my rights or whatever. So they're like, nah, you're going to impound your car, whatever. We're going to lock you up, whatever. So I said, I need a sergeant on the scene. And they respected me enough to put a sergeant on the scene when I showed my credentials or whatever. The sergeant came. I politicked with him for a while, whatever, told him I'm doing the positive right thing. I was intoxicated. I let this dude drive. And unfortunately, I guess he needed his dick sucked or whatever. He had a bad night. We both got fucked up in the club. I just wanted to get home. This dude wanted to do some extracurricular activities and pick up a prostitute. And this bitch was horrible. I'm like, you let that bitch suck your dick? But anyway, like I said, I get out of the car, whatever. They said, well, all right, we're going to let you go. But your man got to go. And at that point, I don't give a fuck what y'all do to this nigga. I just want my car. I want to get the fuck out of here. They put my man in cuffs, and they did what they had to do with him. And whatever they did with Shorty, I don't know what they do with the blackest hole in the land. They got that bitch about my car. And then, I just rode off into the night, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You just got to, like they say, you got to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That dude really fucked my night up that evening. We started out bad and it got worse. And with that being said, it's the Blackout, your blackest man in the land, and I'm out.
Yeah. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy Cassh.
And your boy Black, the blackest man in the land.
And it's the Cassh and Black Podcast.
All right,
shit.
James, we out of here.